Hey folks, welcome to Guitar Daily. It's Nick Granville coming to you from Wellington, New Zealand. So today I thought I'd talk about a recording session I've got coming up on Monday and why I think 99% of guitarists couldn't do this gig. It's an interesting one. I'm not saying that to be arrogant. It's just I know what I do. This is what I do as a session musician. And there's a few reasons why I think very few people could do this gig, which is kind of sad. Really, I'm not saying that again to gloat. I just think that hopefully if I make people more aware of this sort of stuff, that more people will make it part of what they do. You know what I mean? The first thing, so it's a recording session on Monday. It's kind of unique. We're going into a live concert setting, and it's kind of a unique one. It's with this guy Will Martin, who's like a pop, like easy listening type singer, pop opera type stuff. And he's got a string section from a symphony orchestra, from the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra, plus guitar. I don't know if there's bass. I know there's piano, percussion. So I don't think there's drum kit. So the first thing is you're going to have to be able to follow a conductor, because there will be times when it'll be conducted and not following a drummer. And so therefore that rules out probably 50% of guitar players, right? Because if you can't follow a conductor, you're screwed, especially if you're reading. Because the thing with reading is you might be reading the music, but you have to split your vision between that and the conductor. And if you're not used to doing that, it's really hard. The other thing too is when you're playing with an orchestra, the downbeat is not 3, 4, and then they get, like a lot of times musicians will think the downbeat is here, but it's not. It's like 1. They almost play like really late. At least it sounds that way. A lot of it could be that by the time they play, then it takes a while to kind of produce itself. But you'll find that you'll be rushing the beat all over the place if you're not used to working with a conductor. That's the first thing. Second thing, you have to read music. I've only just got the charts. I knew about the gig for about a month or two now, but they said they'd send through some charts, but the ranger's obviously been busy or whatever, and there was 1 or 2 in there. But I only just noticed them all today, so there it is. Today's Friday. First rehearsals I'm on Monday. I'm away tomorrow for the whole day for another gig, and then I have another gig on Sunday and a family lunch on Sunday morning. So there's no chance to look at it between now and then. I'm basically just going to have to go in and sight read. And that's what I do. And there it rules out at least 45% of all the rest of the guitar players, right? Because can't read well enough, right? And then I'd say the last part of it is just having the right instruments, right? So I'll go through all of that kind of stuff with reading in a minute. But having the right instruments. So if we look at the tune list here, there's songs like Why Does Love Do This To Me, which is a New Zealand kind of rock classic. And you're going to need this kind of sparkly, clean tone. So this kind of tone. Right? And then, of course, it has a little bit of a solo, so you'll need an overdrive tone. So on and so on. Now, I've played that one before, so I kind of know how it goes, although this arrangement, that can be a problem, right? If you know how a song goes, it can be a problem if you try and play it like how you hear the original, because the arrangement is different, right? For example, in the guitar solo, the arranger has written a lot of the guitar parts to double with strings, and they're not written exactly how it goes on the recording. It's written, it's changed around. Anyway, so there's songs like that, and then there's stuff like The Most Wonderful Time in the World, which will be on the big old jazz box. I'm actually playing this on about 2 or 3 tunes, because there's some sort of swing type Christmas stuff. And therein lies the problem, right? I see a lot of guitar players who might have a Strat or Tele setup, but they don't have the arch top guitar, or they don't have a good acoustic guitar. And the thing with this recording that's unique is that we're going in to perform a concert for a bunch of people, right? And what they're going to do is they're going to record the concert, and then that'll be shown as a video in all of these retirement homes, right? So it's kind of a unique gig. So it's a recording session, but you get 1 crack at it, right? There's no second takes. You can't stop and go, oh, we didn't get that bit right, we're going to have to do it again. No, it's a recording where it has to be right 1 time. And then that's it, right? Because it's a live concert as well. You're playing for people. You can't stop and go, oh, we screwed up the bridge or whatever, so we have to do it again. So, and therein lies the pressure, right? There's no room for mistakes, right? But, I'm not saying that I don't ever make mistakes, but I kind of, do you know what I mean? It's like it's a different thing. So I need that. About 3 or 4 of the tunes, I'm playing acoustic guitar. And there again lies the problem, right? I see a lot of people who have like the Strat side of it covered, and maybe they have a cheap and nasty acoustic. but they don't have a good acoustic guitar that's going to be good for not only live performance but recording. See, this has got an Anthem pickup in it, which is one of those pickups that's got the microphone inside it, so therefore I can blend the two, so it'll be great. I'll probably ask to have a microphone on it anyway in addition for that, for the recording. But yeah, having that covered. And then of course there's some stuff that would need a prettier guitar sound than Telecaster, so I'm probably going to go for this. Right. So it's interesting because, you know, if we look at, there's one here, the theme from Chess. Where is it? Anthem from Chess. Which, I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. It's asked for distortion. So there's a lead singing line. So again, it'll be the PRS. But it's that thing that I find, and I was thinking about, the reason I thought about it and like why 99% of people couldn't do this gig is that what happens if I get sick between now and then and I have to call someone in? Who am I going to call at short notice that could come and do this? Therein lies the problem, right? Now, there are a couple people maybe, but, you know, are they going to have the acoustic guitar covered and the jazz box and the Telecaster in that and be able to read and be able to follow conductor? And so therein lies the problem, right? Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is that, you know, if you kind of made it part of your thing, then you're ahead of everyone else, right? And that's one thing I realized early on with music was that if I could read even just like a little bit, I was already 99% ahead of everyone else in terms of the other guitar players. Now, as a guitar player, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a great reader. Other people say that, but I wouldn't say that at all. You know, compared to a piano player or a saxophone player or something like that, but I can do it. And that's the thing. And so with this stuff here, I have had a look through it. I've gone through some stuff and made some markups on bits that are maybe wrong or not possible. Like there was a chord like this that goes, written as a D minor voicing. F, A, D, A. I think it was that. One or the other. But that's not going to happen, right? Not especially not on acoustic guitar. And the next chord is, I mean, I kind of understand. So it's just better to go. That's all it needed, right? So I made some notes like that on things. And I know the arranger's a piano player. I know her. So it was like, she's totally cool with me changing voicings to make them work. So yeah, anyway, interesting thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, there's lots of these gigs around, but not very many people who can do them. It's good for me. More gigs for me. If you found this info useful, please subscribe. My name's Nick Granville, as I said. I'll play you out with some more stuff.